Here we go, guys. It's that time again. Final predictions. But this time it's for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. Champion versus champion. Usyk versus Dubois 2. Now, what makes this night even more monumental is it's the first time it's been contested on British soil, as in the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world on British soil. So this will make it an even a historic night in boxing and in world sport. I'll get straight into it before I hand over to my colleague Ra, who's got his prediction. But how do I see this rematch playing out? So I'm going to go on record and saying, look, I wouldn't be surprised if Daniel Dubois does knock out or stop Alexander Usyk within the first 7 rounds. I wouldn't be surprised. Is he a changed fighter after their first fight 2.5 years ago? Absolutely. He's improved dramatically. I mean, look at the win over Joshua, just to say the least, the way he stopped Anthony Joshua. Kevin Lorena as well, he was on the floor a lot of times and he came back and he got the win there as well. Miller, beating Miller as well, Hrgovic. So he's gone on from strength to strength. However, Alexander Usyk is a ring general. He's a master at his craft. We would rely on Alexander Usyk getting old relatively fast tonight. And age is a factor, but I still think that the ring craftsmanship and the fact that he's beaten Daniel Dubois once before, he's beaten Anthony Joshua twice, Tyson Fury twice as well. I think it's going to be an Alexander Usyk points victory. However, just to go on record, if Dubois does win, I wouldn't be surprised. But it is in the realm of possibilities for Dubois to knock out Alexander Usyk or stop him. However, I am going to lean towards an Alexander Usyk victory on points. May the best man win. Ra, how do you see this one going down?
So it's the morning of the big fight, undisputed heavyweight title fight between Usyk and Dubois, and I've not changed my analysis. I actually think that age will catch up to Alexander Usyk finally, and this is going to be the hardest fight of his life. I don't believe Dubois has necessarily improved technically much since they last fought. However, it's clear the big factor in his improvements is his father's involvement, and I do think that with his father barking orders between rounds, he will keep pushing through, keep making adjustments where necessary to make it a very hard night's work for Usyk, who will feel all of his 38 years of age. That said, I do still think Usyk will have enough to get through, but he's going to need every last bit of his knowledge and ring craft to get through some very uncomfortable moments and get to the final bell where he will have done enough to get a decision. I think it's going to be Alexander Usyk by split or majority decision, and I think it will probably mark the end of his career. So that's my prediction. Like, comment, subscribe, and give us your predictions below.